Hi Pisces, this is your September monthly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this monthly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love coming towards you. In the second spread, we'll check in with those of you who are already married or in a relationship. Then I'll do the X spread. After that, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And at the end, we'll get you an advice for the whole month of September. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love in September. We have the Three of Swords clarified by the Two of Swords. We have the King of Swords. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune clarified by Justice. In the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Wands with the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups. And we also have the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Sagittarius on the table. This is a bit of a tricky spread. Bit of a tricky reading, Pisces. I see multiple scenarios in the beginning, right? I do see only one potential scenario between you and this King of Swords. Yeah, let's talk about this. So yes, we do have this King of Swords, right? The third card from the left. So it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody with a lot of air in their chart. If they're not an air sign, this is somebody who is very intelligent, very direct, right? Perhaps this person has no filter. Okay, to the left from the King of Swords, we have the Three of Swords clarified by the Two of Swords. All swords. So what I can see, those are the scenarios I see, basically, right? If you are dealing with two people, okay, one of them is going to be left behind, and instead you're going to be moving forward with this King of Swords. Perhaps you have two suitors interested in you. You're going to tell no to one of them, but instead you're going to tell yes to this King of Swords. All right. For others of you, perhaps you had something bad happen to you. All right. In the past, you had some negative experience with somebody else, right? And they broke your heart. And this person's got a work cut out for them. Perhaps they will have to, help you understand that they're not here to get you or to hurt you. All right. And they will make sure you understand they're the real deal. But they've got, in this case, it's going to be a process. And perhaps for others of you, you and this King of Swords got off on the wrong foot at some point in the past. Instead of going on a very nice day, they could have turned out to be some kind of a, I don't know, you got into a fight. It happens. It happens, Pisces. More often than you think. When two strong personalities collide, they go on a date, and instead of the date being all lovey-dovey, people get into fights. I've seen this happen before. All right, so perhaps if that's the case, this person is going to show back up, and they will tell you something like, you know what, we got off on the wrong foot, but I still had this feeling, this connection with you, so why don't we give it another shot? Instead of fighting each other, we can combine forces and conquer the world together, or something like that. So those are the scenarios I see, Pisces. I do see you moving forward with this King of Swords, no matter what the scenario is. Speaking of moving forward, we have the Wheel of Fortune clarified by Justice. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune could be a Sag, Justice could be a Libra, but together those two are major arcana cards, right? Those are the only two major arcana cards on the table. The Wheel of Fortune is the start of a cycle, a very fortunate cycle. It could be you guys also going somewhere, right? But the Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spreads. Justice clarifying that if it's not a Libra you're dealing with, and if you guys got off on the wrong foot, it could be a major apology coming from them. This is them wanting to make things right with you. But Justice could also be a card of them letting you know that just how serious they are about you. Since Justice is clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is the start of a cycle, this cycle leads to something serious with the Justice card. And they will make sure you understand that. Okay? The Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck, it's a good card. It's a card of victory, success. It's a card of feeling good about yourself, feeling good about what's going on. Back in the day, the Six of Wands used to be called the proposal card, right? In the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Wands with the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups. And the Ace of Wands could be a part of the Six of Wands, right? You see how the person in the Six of Wands is holding up a wand? That could be the one we see in the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a very passionate ace. There's nothing wrong with that. The Ace of Wands is a card of excitement. It's a card of feeling good about this new beginning. It could simply be passion, if you know what I mean. Perhaps this person is a jack of all trades. They could be very loving, and we'll get to the loving part in just a second. They could be very smart. They're somebody who stands their ground. Somebody who doesn't cave in. Yes, if you guys got off on the wrong foot, they stood their ground. Okay. Granted, they could take it a notch down, but I think they will. Right. Then with the Ace of Wands, they could also be a very passionate person. Okay. You're the Queen of Cups here, and the Ten of Cups right next to the deck is one of the best cards when it comes to emotionally fulfilling relationships or marriages. This card is often referred to as the happily ever after card. It's a family card, commitment and marriage card. So you see how we have King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Cups, right? All of the ingredients are here for a really nice, very loving, but at the same time passionate commitment with this person. All right, so yeah, interesting reading, Pisces. You can leave me a comment, let me know how this plays out for you, especially what those Three of Swords with the Two of Swords mean for you. I'm kind of curious. But yeah, really happy for you, Pisces. Congratulations. Pisces, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this card is for you. We have the Hangman, the Seven of Pentacles, clarified by the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Empress, and we also have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. Well, you are in this reading a couple of times, Pisces, the way I see it, right? The Hangman, the first card that came out, this major arcana card, sometimes it is associated with you, Pisces. It's one of your major arcana cards. The Empress right next to the deck is most likely also you. And you've been waiting for something, or you will be waiting for something at some point in September. In the middle, we have the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Swords. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting. The Hangman is not only your card, it's a card of stagnation, right? So you've been waiting for a while, or you will have to wait. The Page of Swords, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, is either a message you're dealing with, or since we also have the Empress here, it could be a child. I don't know if you're waiting for some good news, if you're trying to get pregnant, right? Or you're waiting for some other information, all right? Some kind of letter, email, phone call, or what have you. And here it comes. With that Ace of Swords clarified by the Empress, I think it's good news. Whatever you've been waiting for, I think it's going to be good news, right? The Ace of Swords is the word yes. The Ace of Swords is a card of clarity, straight up answer. The Empress clarifying it, like I said, that's most likely you. The Empress is a great card to have. It could be a card of a wife figure, a significant other figure, or a mother figure, okay? The Chariot on the bottom of the deck could be a Cancer you're dealing with, but the Chariot is a card of victory, success. It's a card of going somewhere. Okay, so you could be, if you've been trying to get pregnant, you will feel like, yes, it's a victory for you. If you've been waiting for something else, you'll still feel like it's a victory, or you may literally go somewhere. Okay, for very few of you, perhaps you want to buy a particular vehicle, but they don't have it in stock, and at some point in September, they will let you know the car is here, come and pick it up. You know, one of those. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Pisces, in September. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent X. Also keep in mind, we have a whole bunch of planets in retrograde, at least until the middle of September. We've got the Page of Swords, we have the King of Wands, we have the Five of Wands clarified by the Nine of Swords, and we also have Death on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, near Sagittarius. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, Pisces. This is a no-go. No-go. You can go if you want, but I wouldn't recommend that. So the King of Wands is the person you're dealing with, will be dealing with. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Five of Wands clarified by the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it feels like there's always drama with this person. It feels like there's always fighting with them. It's like they're not a happy camper, right? And that will just stir up some negative feelings within you. Okay, and Death on the bottom of the deck, it's done. I think it's done. I think it's time to close this chapter and flip the page, Pisces. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Pisces. This month we have Death, the Six of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Moon on the bottom of the deck. My oh my. When the Death card showed up, I was like, uh-oh. But it's something good. I can interpret this spread a few different ways. Some of you could be going on vacation. Others of you, you could be quitting your job and perhaps starting a new job. Others of you are going to be quitting your job and focusing on your family. For others of you, it could be a retirement. And perhaps yet another way to interpret this, perhaps your boss quits or they fire them and you take their place. Okay, but this is a good spread, positive spread, because the Six of Swords in the middle always talks about things getting better or literally going somewhere. You end up at the Ten of Pentacles, which is a card of financial abundance, or it's a card of family. Okay, and the Moon on the bottom of the deck, that's one of your major arcana cards, Pisces. That's you. Death, the first card that came out, it's a card of an ending. It's also a card of a transformation. All right, so one of those scenarios I just mentioned in the beginning will most likely play out for you. But I think you're going to be happy with this. I don't see you being sad or disappointed. No, the Ten of Pentacles is a really good card to have, especially since it's the last card that came out. All right, cool. Here's an advice or a word of wisdom for you, Pisces, for the whole month of September. We have the King of Swords, the Magician, the Sun, clarified by the Queen of Cups, and the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Well, this is pretty much a repeat of the first spread, the new love spread. We got this King of Swords, the first card that came out. That's the person we saw in the first spread, most likely an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I'm not going to go into details because you can rewind and watch the first spread all over again. What I can tell you, though, is that you're going to be really happy. Right, the Queen of Cups right next to the deck, left find the Sun, that's you. Right, the Queen of Cups, that would be you. And the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Okay, so you're gonna be happy. Okay, the Magician is also a good card to have. It's a card of taking action, manifestation. The Lovers could be a Gemini you're dealing. The Lovers is the love of your life card. That's one way to interpret that. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah, from the advice perspective, yeah, go ahead. With this King of Swords, you're going to be happy. Alright, so yeah, that's what I have for you, Pisces, for this reading, for this month. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Pisces, have an amazing September.